Well, okay. In this episode, we got... Well, I ordered lots of parts. We ended last episode with the wiring looms. So the next idea is to get all the wiring looms on the inside, laying in, same as we did in the engine bay, just to see how it all flows. Then unwind the tape, unwind all the shit, so we can slowly measure out. And of course, like we did in the engine bay, label every plug that is in there, so we can remove the ones we don't need, because I think this one will have way more than the engine bay. The engine bay is pretty easy compared to the inside, I think, because we're going from a 4-door, I think, to a 3-door. Not sure which loom. I believe when we checked the loom it was a 5 doors. So that's going to be interesting to get that all removed, checked out. Then we've got some other things so we can finalize all the details. So we've got our work cut out. Let's hit it. Let's get some wiring looms just laying in, so we've got a fresh start for this episode. To start with this. Okay, this fuse box should go there. So let's start with that. Hey, this is a messy. I think that will be on top of the dashboard. So this piece will go here. Probably. I think this is the center. This is a lot of work, people. Okay, so this is a really rough part on how the wiring loom should be. Now my idea for the first start is to get a loom, roughly hanging under the dashboard so we can see the lengths. And that's the tricky part, because this is thick and we need to figure out how to do this. I always feel like we should make a beam or something, and then we can hang the whole wiring loom just behind the dash and work our way from there. Well, I'm going to need a lot more tools. We are used to Opel Kadett, Golf Mark II, Mark I, Mark III, and then look at this crazy bunch of wires. There are so many stuff in there. I wrote some stuff down just about control unit and things that are in the dash or under the dash normally of the Audi. So you can imagine that or we're going to remove a lot of wires, or some of them maybe we'll leave in and just stay back in, so there will be no crazy out of control computers. At least this is the way that it's going to be in. That's working. Yeah, it is a lot. It is so much wires, so much to figure out. So this is half of the airbag wiring loom that is out on this side. Now we go to that side. So yeah, thinning out the wiring loom so we can be prepared to put it all into the right places. And of course I can lay it out on the floor or on a big table, but I find it kind of easy to rub the wires out when it's hanging in almost a good spot and we know for sure where we're going to. So I'm thinking this is going a little bit faster. And in arranging all the stuff, I got two more computers in. So this should be the board computer for all the internals, and this should be something with the gasoline. This should be the gasoline pump unit. I've read that there's overflow or leaking fuel pump unit as well. I don't know for sure yet if we got everything now or that we can write that out in the computer. But let's first start to see if we can, well, of course we need to find some places for these in all the small space. And if we got all the sockets or all the plugs labeled that we needed, and let's go on with removing plugs we don't need anymore. How it's all going so far? Let me know in the comments what you all think on the works this so far. This is one big badass computer that's going over here. And then we've got, well, the pump module, I guess. Let's see if we can find something for that. Maybe later. Ja, hier, de kale, die komt ook op de camera. Well, okay, got lots of wires out, and now it's the point on, yeah, which one can go out and which one cannot go out. Doing lots of homework on which wires going where. So now I want to see if there's going to be any light whatsoever in the engine or in the displays, so we can work our way backwards on which part we need, and maybe we can hook up a laptop on it to see what is programmable out, because that's so first for me. Okay. Oh. Nothing is working with the ignition on. Okay. No power at all. Okay, so the next step, I've got some wiring looms, and printing out all these papers is getting tired a little bit, so get the laptop next to the car so we can work a little quicker. Still nothing. Fuck you. What's wrong? I'm checking everything now, but not sure why there's nothing in the display yet. Well, okay, doing the base logics in my mind, so I'm searching for the steering column unit. Then that's over there. Probably getting power from fuse 22. I think this is going to be a boring episode with all the wires. Now we're trying to figure out why we don't have anything on the display. So normally, I think even if it won't start and is protected, the display should at least turn on or give something, but I don't have anything yet. So now we're off to fuse holder fuse B on fuse 22. So that's in the engine bay. And that's this one. Now we need to figure out number 22. Okay, shall it really? Okay, let's try to see if this is working on camera. So, okay, there is only one spot where there's, you can see two clamps for a fuse in, and if you look really close, I'm not sure if you can read it, the fuse F21 is pointing above. So the one that below should be 22, and there's nothing in there. So should it really? That is why we don't have any power. Why is that removed? The only fuse that is removed. Freaking crazy, right? I know, I was wrong. There's one above. The counting is up. Well, we are back at something. I used my network of friends in the car building community, and I am missing another part. I got loads of computers that I knew, ordered, got them in, but I'm still missing one. And it's actually one of the most important ones. That is the gateway, the CAN bus gateway, who receives all the signals. It's a really small little computer that needs to go there. Or in the UK version it was in that point. So we did our research. I have ordered one. That will be in the next time. So I'm stuck again with, well, not getting anything on the display yet. Made a lot of progress on the wiring looms. A lot of things are prepared, are on the right ways, or at least connected for a while, so that we can make our first light up. Not starting or not doing anything yet, but a light up on some displays, and then we can measure more out and check what will do and what won't, so we can remove the rest of the wiring loom and the parts we don't need anymore. We're getting closer again. Now on to something else to do to keep on going with this build. Okay, next job. Can you guess what it is? Well, I got this real cheap. I was ordering all parts of the electronics and just was scrolling down to all the parts that were available for the RS3, and I came on to this one. This is actually the window washer fluid, and seeing this shape, it's actually kind of tiny, not so big. So I thought to myself, why spend hours of making an aluminium one or relocating the original one that doesn't look good anyway, and then we need to rewire all the looms and all the hoses that we've got with this engine, because we got the whole set of hoses and wirings for this one. So in the end I thought this would be easy. So let's see if we can fit this somewhere. Maybe get this up first. Okay, we'll figure something out for this later. It's close, but a little bit too close, because we can't do any arch lining or anything to protect it. Oh, okay. So this way, it's actually not too bad. It's all gone. The only thing is, now we cannot reach, so we don't have room for the filler neck now. Let's try the other side. So the same direction. Okay. Okay. That's kind of funny. Hello! With the filler neck down, just to see how far it can go back with the filler neck in. This is not a bad spot. Look at this. It's all the way in there, in the filler neck, and we've got some room to go upwards on there with the filler neck. Well, that is another week in the craziness of running NonStandard. I wanted to be a little bit further ahead, and well, every project takes some time. I needed to deliver one of the project's car to a customer this Friday, so did that at the end. So unfortunately, we didn't finish this crazy dude. But I am happy on how this is finished, or how this is sitting. This is going to be the little bracket that will be on there to mount it. Then afterward, we need to make a little bracket at the bottom to connect it over there as well. And then we can figure out how the line is going to be upward, but you know, that's kind of easy. Just make a line, bend it a little bit and connect it, so we can move that front upwards wherever we want to fill the washer fluid. So, another happiness point in this project. It is Saturday now. I am crazy dirty. I have never been so damn dirty on the camera. Oh man, I'm wet, I'm soaked, I'm dusty, but this freaking idiot, it's Saturday, almost 7 in the evening now. But this crazy idiot came up with, some of you all know and some of you don't know yet, a cars and barbecue here at the shop. So you can walk around, you can talk to me, you can see how the shop is looking. So if you want to join and come and visit my shop, please comment me, write me an email, send me a message, send me something on YouTube, so we have enough meat for you all to have something to eat and of course to drink. And you can walk around the shop, meet me in person, go buy some merch. We're going to make a kind of cool booth. We're going to make a cool setup with all cool cars at the front and at the back, because I cleaned the back of the shop as well. And that's why I'm every Saturday working my ass off to get everything nice and tidy for you all to come visit me for a while. Saturday the 7th of September. And then of course, I need to close out this episode. It was a craziness with all this wiring. I'm feeling that it's really flowing good. A lot of lines are already in good places. Because we needed to figure out why it wasn't turning up yet, I, in the same flow, measured everything on and put a lot of wires in the correct spaces, figured out where we're going to put the computers, where we're going to put the grounds on the car. So a bad thing came up with a good thing. We made a lot of progress. The one computer that was missing is coming in next week with some additional extras for this crazy cool resto mod. Got a lot of cool ideas to get everything fixed in the dashboard. So stay tuned for all what's happening on the interior, on the dashboard side in the near future as well. First, we want to see some lights in the dashboard, and then we can make the final bits. I got the power steering pump in. So probably in the next episode, I'm going to get the power steering in place of the airco pump, so that we can finish the last line. I know how it will flow, but the last line of the motor. This way we can probably make a test start without craziness. So another good point in this week. Anyways, thank you all for watching this episode. Like and subscribe to the channel. Put something in the comments to discuss all the craziness what we're doing. Still not sure what we're doing with the transfer case yet. I'm working on a Golf Mark 7 transfer case. That one has all the right connections that we will need, but I'm not sure it will fit this gearbox. Because the DQ500 is delivered in the Mark 7 as well, so probably it should fit. Working on that, and a lot of other parts came in. So the next episodes will still be crazy building stuff. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel, and see you all in the next episode. Bye!